I've already done that. You might be wondering, what am I doing? I'm Squint, I can't see you. I'm trying to find a cheap and affordable hot swappable keyboard on Amazon. This was inspired by my friend who said, is $250 your definition of a cheap keyboard build? Well, not exactly. So let's go extreme and actually make a good keyboard for $100 from Amazon. Why Amazon? Because it's more trusted website and more reliable than AliExpress. In my opinion. Yeah, I just quickly had to say that because some people might get mad at me. Anyways, my goal is to actually make a very good usable keyboard that actually sounds good and it's a good looking. Usable meaning I want the cable to be disconnected like a C-type and hopefully it has a Bluetooth. You might be thinking it's going to be impossible to find a hot swap keyboard with a Bluetooth function that cheap. That's what I thought too, but I was wrong. And you guys were all wrong as well. Because I found it. Meet the Subgalley. Sup. I'll be referring it to Sup from this point. The packaging was not very good. I think they took some notes from Royal Clutch as far as the packaging method, because this is how the RK series comes in from the box. Alright, so let's see what's included. You'll have an owner's manual, and actually a decent keycap puller, and I totally got to use that keycap pullers, which is definitely not foreshadowing something. Wait, was that a USB dongle I just saw? Yep. This keyboard amazingly comes with the Tri-Mod, Type-C connection, Bluetooth, and a USB wireless dongle, which is amazing from this price point. Okay, let's talk about the Sup keyboard I got. This one is available right now on Amazon for $33.99. Oh, by the way, I'll have all the Amazon affiliate links that I've used in this video in the description box below. It really helped me out. Thanks guys. So the keyboard itself has an okay-ish build quality. It's not the greatest I've seen, but it's definitely not the worst. It doesn't come with any legs, only the rubber feet. But the angle itself isn't too bad. Only flaw I've noticed so far was the spacebar. I'm assuming it's from the stock stabs, which is, you can see it's slightly crooked, but it gets fixed later on in the video with the stabs I got. And they have a backlit RGB. I mean, it's not the brightest RGB I've seen, but it's also not too bad. Now, how does this keyboard sound? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. That'll be it. Okay. The stabs were beyond terrible. It was one of the worst one I've heard so far in any keyboards out there. I'm literally still cringing. Oh gosh. Okay, so the switches are super duper clicky. And the keycaps are terrible. I mean, but still, it's still $33.99. You get Bluetooth, and you get a USB wireless dongle. What else can you get? PCB and bottom case is all I need from this keyboard, because I'll be deploying every single mod I know to this one. No! I literally broke my switch puller. Switches are so terribly locked in place, and it was absolutely a nightmare to pull them out smoothly. Now I know why Sup provided me with a good, decent switch puller. Taking a look at the plate, I think it's an aluminum plate. It feels sturdy but has no flex to it. Usually aluminum plates are incredibly pingy, but it's very cheap. That's why you can find these plates pretty much on every low budget keyboards out there. We're finally down to the PCB. North facing LED is expected from a budget keyboard. It only supports 3-pin cherry style switches, so you're kinda limited on that. Underneath the PCB, you'll find a battery that's 3000 mAh, which is a very decent size. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, this is soldered keyboard disguised as a hot swappable keyboard. What the heck? Yeah, more on this later. But for now, I immediately grabbed my handy dandy silicone and poured it onto the bottom case. It'll give me the extra weight and solid feeling I need. It also can dampen the vibration and noise as well. Watch my other videos about silicone mod. While that's drying, let me show you the stabs I got for this budget keyboard. They are called the New Fashion Kingdom Snapping Stabilizers. Wow, that's a mouthful. So these, I've never tried them nor I looked at the reviews, so I have no clue how they're gonna turn out. But after doing some normal stabilizer loomings, they actually turned out really good. It's as good as any of those $20 stabs I've had before. So thumbs up for that. The New Fashion King Snapping Stabilizer company. It's already got the flat legs, so you won't need to clip them. I also didn't bother doing Holy mod on this one either. I just wanted to see how it performed. As always, I lubed them with Krytox 205 grade 0 for the stems and housing. grade 2 for the bars. I also got these Echo Jelly white switches, which are linear. Since I said I'm only using the Amazon, I paid $16.99. But on Echo website, you can pay $13.99 for these. Though, they do have a crazy high shipping fee from the official website. I also lube them off of the camera with the Thocc Grade 0. They feel pretty good in your hand. It's got a really light 35-gram springs, but the bounce back is so quick and fast due to its longer spring length. Before putting the switches in together, I did a super quick PE foam mod. Okay, so I ran into a small problem. Well, maybe not small. Depends on who you are. Putting the switches into the PCB wasn't as smooth as I thought it was gonna be. I had to struggle so many trials to actually make this keyboard work. Due to the nature of soldered socket, switches are more prone to bend and not have satisfying clicks, if you know what I mean. Also, sockets sometimes don't even touch the switch pin, so I had to grab my soldering kit and do some work. Let's talk about the keycaps I got. I only had about $16 left in the budget, so I had to do some work. Work as in, I just looked for the cheapest keycaps out there that looks kinda good. Yeah, I wasn't thinking too much into this. But I'm so happy with this keycap sets. They are from DJIK. Okay, gosh, dang it. PBT materials for 60% keyboards only. I wanted to get a higher profile keycaps because I know they do sound a little more Thocc here, but I just don't know why. As soon as I saw these keycap sets, I just knew it. I just knew it was mine. So, that actually completes my build. Overall, I spent $99.95. I'm so glad that I actually got to do this. I'm hoping to let people know that the keyboard building hobby isn't as expensive as it could be. You can build a keyboard that you like, even for $100. I would highly consider this keyboard over those expensive quote-unquote gaming keyboards out there. My only wish from this keyboard company is that they do not support any drivers for this keyboard. Meaning there are no customization macros or buttons. Custom key might have been nice because you need to use a function key for the ESC button. With the escape button. Like I said, I left all the affiliate product links down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching and listen to the sound test.